Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to get started fixing a Macbook. Here we have an A1466 that's not powering and not charging. Let's open this thing up and see what's wrong with it. But first, before we get to that, first thing we have to do on this MacBook, same thing that we do on every other MacBook that we get here, is kill its coronavirus. Die, Corona, die! Die, hi, die! Die, hi, die! Freudian slip. Burn, Corona, burn. Eat lead, Corona. Wish I had a gun so that I could shoot the Corona, but we don't have a Second Amendment here in New York City, unfortunately. But it would be really cool if I could shoot the Corona. You just can't let the Corona think that it owns you. It doesn't. Corona tried to take my job. More so Cuomo, actually, than Corona. But it failed. Corona's not going to take this MacBook. No, sir. Power supply that I have is fairly aggravating when it comes to putting wires into it. It doesn't have a hole in those little terminals, so you have... What does this button do? Hi, spreading love. Why, thank you. Why is there a hi-hi in the background? Doesn't he know he needs to socially distance himself? Oh, he's fine.
It's 6 feet.
He has a mask, I have a mask. I have COVID, he doesn't have... Oh, shit. I don't have COVID, he doesn't have COVID, we're fine. Thank you, VA Philly fan. So, I guess I need to find myself a magnet, reorient myself with what it's like to actually do work in this chair. Haven't given you guys a stream in a while. I know someone had a broken HDMI port in the Xbox One. I managed to solder a new port and get it working less than half the price for other shops are charging. Well, James, that's what I like to hear, and I'm glad to see that you were able to do some good in the world. Because here's the thing. When you give repair a better name, you're not just doing it, you're not just making yourself money. You're helping everybody the world over make an argument that repair is a good thing. And that those who try to shut down repair shouldn't be able to do so. Although we're pretty close to being shut down here since I can't find a damn magnet. Hello, Erica. Might you be able to find me a little circular magnet?
Where is it?
Somewhere out there. In the vast wilderness.
You don't have one down there?
I'm out of magnets. Thank you. Thank you.
I do not accept that.
Okay. So I'm going to turn on the power supply software, as well as the multimeter software from Paul Daniels that allows you to see what the multimeter is showing me on the screen. Everybody say hi and thank you to Mr. Paul Daniels for making that available. Who's that sitting next to you? That's Hi. He edits the videos. Because I've gotten sick and tired of editing board repair videos since it's only so many years you can edit the exact same video over and over and over and over and over and over and over again before you just feel like stabbing your assistant right in the eye. Let's see. So, first thing we're going to do, now they said it's not charging. I have to replace an LP8550 or an 820-2915 with damaged traces. Will it work without VSync filter and fault? No. I think you need VSync if not filter. Here's the thing. What you need to do is stop fucking up all the traces underneath the chip. But mainly, if you screw them up, run jumpers. And you've seen me do it on numerous other live streams that were a pain in the ass. I ran all my jumpers. It sucks. Run your jumpers. And secondly, the GPU is going to break on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like, you're focusing so much on backlight, and, a week from now, you're not even going to have video to begin with. So, that being said, I'm going to show the power supply software on the screen for you all. I just got to copy my transform from the other camera. Good luck on the house hunting, says Warren Stamps. Why, thank you. We'll see. Yes, I am a picky man. I am a very picky man. Erica is an even more picky woman. So it looks like we're getting quarter fan spin. See how it turns on for a quarter of a second and stops? The fan goes ding, ding. That's quarter fan spin. That's a miserable problem to try and solve. That's not very fun at all. So, yeah, see what it's doing? 24 milliamps, 500, 0. 24 milliamps, 500, 0. So it's trying to turn on and then failing. So the quarter fan spin is one of the most miserable problems to have in a MacBook. Let's open this thing up and see if we can figure out why it's quarter fan spinning. Man, Erica sure did cherry pick the wrong MacBook here.
Why is it the wrong MacBook?
Because it's quarter fan spinning. Why did you pick me a MacBook that's quarter fan spinning for stream, Erica? You're supposed to pick me the easy one so that I can look smart on camera so that everybody doesn't realize that I'm actually bad at my job. Edit that out. Yeah, I noticed that for any of the neighborhoods in Jersey, I can't fuck with that. So here's why. So going over the George Washington Bridge, people were saying that those neighborhoods are expensive for the convenient access to New York City, but it's actually not. Because if you're taking the West Side Greenway or riding your bike up all the way to George Washington Bridge, you're not going at full speed. Because there's a dog and then there's a 5-year-old kid nearby having a picnic and all that, so it's really slow to get up there. And then the bridge itself also closes if you don't have a car at midnight. So if I can't ride my bike past there at midnight. I don't want to get a car. Everybody says just get a car. But do you know what it's like riding a car through Manhattan? Do you know what absolute living ever fucking hell it is to ride a car through Manhattan? See, one of the things I like about my bike, you saw. So there was a protest coming down the block the other day. I just turn my bike around and ride back. I can do that because I am a bike, not a car. If there's something stupid going on in the street, I can just go to the sidewalk, ride over. I can, it's much easier to get around the city. Or if there's annoying traffic, I can just go in between the cars and get around it. Can't do all that stuff in a car. So it's not even that the car is more expensive, because it is. It's way more expensive than the bike. It's an incredible downgrade in quality of life to have to use a car to get around here. And that downgrade in quality of life is going to make up for the increase in quality of life that you get from living in a place that is more civilized, where you actually have grass that is green. The thing that got me the most when I got over to that part of Jersey is I saw there was 2 or 3 bikes that were just sitting on this lawn as the dad was playing with his kids somewhere across the street, but they knew that they could have their bikes just sitting there, no lock at all, and they didn't have to worry about them getting stolen. And it reminded me of my childhood when I lived somewhere where you could just leave your bike there and not have to worry about it. Fast forward to where I live now, I can have 2 kryptonite locks, those New York bike locks, on the bike itself, going through the wheel, the frame, and everything. And if they can't get through the lock, what they will do is they will break the thing that I've locked it to. So they actually destroyed the entire gate that I locked my bike to once just to get this piece of shit, not even in good shape bike. And it's just, at some point, you just don't want to live like that anymore. You want to live someplace where there's some semblance of community, where if you see someone with a fucking angle grinder trying to steal your bike for 15 minutes, somebody will say, "Hey, stop, what are you doing?" But, I don't know, I guess that makes me crazy for wanting some semblance of normalcy. I was able to fix it by adopting the mentality to use my brain and thinking logically, which I learned from you, so thank you, Lewis. Well, thanks, James Hancock. I'm glad that you learned it. I'm glad that you're getting better at it. Really am. So, now what I want to do here is first thing I want to do is figure out why this freaking white balance is so bad on this camera. Dear God. That is weird. Let's see. White balance. Much better. Okay, so first thing I want to do, once everything is disconnected, do we still have the same problem? So let's turn on this and see what happens. Now, as you can see, when everything is disconnected, the quarter fan spin immediately stops, which means that something that's connected to this MacBook is causing the quarter fan spin problem. Now, as you can see, this is also an 820-3437, so it's going to turn on, off, on, off, on, off, on, the RTC reset that it does when it does the battery taken away from it. So we're going to take a quick look over the board, see if there's anything on it that would indicate liquid damage or something that I should look at as a board issue, and I see nothing. This board looks very clean and nice. It's taking a steady 434 milliamps, which is a little low. That's a little on the low side of what I would expect, but it's taking something. And we're going to see if it works with the screen. At first, I'm kind of curious if the SSD is what was doing it. Let's see if the SSD was shorting PP3v3SO to ground. If it's taking 500 milliamps and turning off, that's very much so a... Yeah, see? See? Look at that. It's going to 500 milliamps and 0, 500, 0, 500, 0, and the fan never even has time to spin. So the SSD is most likely shorting PP3v3SO to ground. So this MacBook's SSD decided to kill itself. And because we are talking about a MacBook, not any other laptop on planet Earth, when the SSD dies, the laptop dies. Apple Inc. You paid $1,200 for this, not me. So this person's data is most likely in the fried column. So let's take a look over this SSD and see if anything looks funky on it, because something tells me they're not going to be happy with me saying, "Good news, all you need is a new SSD." Your data? Oh yeah, just restore from your backup. Your backup. You got backups, right? You're an Apple user. Of course you have backups. Of course you take care of your information. Of course you keep track of your technology. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see what we got over here. So what do we got here? I agree, JP. I think that's an excellent way to get that rule enforced. I'm looking for nasty stuff, but also solder balls. This SSD looks pretty normal. Minor scraping along the top, but... nothing that I would consider a deal breaker here. This can go. Well, that's not going to be an obvious one as to why their SSD died, but it did. No data for you, my friend. At least not for a lot more money, sadly. That sucks. That's going to be a very sad customer. Yeah, that's going to be a really sad customer. Why are house prices in the U.S. so high? It's not really the U.S. It's more New York or anything in remotely close proximity to New York. So New Jersey doesn't really have the right to rape you on property values or taxes very much, but it's right next to New York where there's actual jobs and opportunity. So if you want that proximity, they know you do and they can charge you for it. Hey Lewis, my favorite color is the color of stains from bastard. Erica, can you put this back in slot H18, please?
Which one?
Back in slot H18.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. But wait, before you go, can you bring me another one?
What?
I need to cherry pick a better one this time.
Which one?
I think so, JP. Depends on how fast I drive. Yesterday I went a little nuts with it. Let's see. Can I have... Why are house prices so expensive in the US? House prices are expensive because I just answered that question. You asked it again. Oh, come on. Don't copy and paste stuff. That's lame. Time out for you. Bye-bye. I literally just answered your question. Don't copy and paste the same thing. That's so lame. Okay. We're waiting for the next MacBook to arrive here. The screen is black because it's black. In between waiting for machines, it means I save data in the recorded file because it's going to compress it at a really low bit rate. What's that?
Hard drives.
You buy hard drive?
Well, an SSD for editing, and then hard drive for me.
I have an SSD. I have a 250 gigabyte SSD at home.
I mean, I think. Well, I mean, it's for some of the bigger ones. Like
Oh, yeah.
3 gigabyte.
I have to stop making ridiculous files. Okay.
I don't want to do it.
I'll just stop making big files. Like files that are ridiculously oversized. Don't waste money right now. Serious. Yeah, I'm bringing you a 250 gig tomorrow external, but I'm gonna clamp down on making these ridiculously long ones. I'll just use a different bitrate. There's no, because if I'm actually spending money on videos that are not super high quality anyway, it means that I'm doing something wrong. Let me actually do that right now. I'm gonna change my settings to something that's more reasonable. All right. Hey everybody, how's it going? So today, we're going to be working on an A1708 that has no power. Let's get started on this MacBook. Before we get started, what do we do to every MacBook here? We kill its coronavirus. Die, Corona. Die! Yes. Burn. Burn. Burn! Like Disco Inferno. What's with the sounds in the background? I don't record my videos in an anechoic chamber. What do you want from me? You want an anechoic chamber? Let's see. Yes. Burn, Corona. Die. Die like Erica's dreams of having a house that doesn't have a dead tree in front of it. I was actually looking at Melbourne. I don't have one for you, Matthew Spriggs. We don't sell them. We don't sell donor boards either, I'm afraid. Sorry. You need a 4-1 PR Penelope screwdriver from Weehaw. You need a T5 screwdriver as well. For the guy who asked about opening a MacBook Air. Not Melbourne high voltage, I said Malvern. I think it's a suburb in between Queens and Long Island, somewhere in Hempstead. I do not buy donor boards. I have way too much crap already, I'm afraid. I know, Matthew. I don't have any. Also, if you have donor boards without SMCs, you're getting fucked over by your vendor. Tell him to stop taking the SMCs off before he sends them to you, because that's half what you're buying them for. Yeah, I'm almost out of SMCs for that as well. But I don't have any for sale. They're very valuable. Very valuable. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do with this is the same thing that we do when troubleshooting any MacBook. Try to take over the world. No. You're still hiring only intelligent people, right? Why'd you hire Kopes? Because you were really desperate for people at the time, and he kept showing up every other day asking for a job. And he said things in Discord that made it seem like he followed the channel, and I figured if he followed the channel on a regular basis that he would have some sort of idea on how to be useful. And Steve told me, oh God, no, don't anybody but him. No, not him. And I did exactly the opposite of what Steve told me, because that kind of, makes the workplace fun. And, I learned a lesson. So, the first thing that we do anytime we're troubleshooting this type of issue is we want to see how much power the motherboard is taking on a USB-C amp meter. The thing is, on this one, is that it has the battery plugged in. So if I plug the USB-C amp meter and charger in, I'm not going to see what the board is taking. I'm going to see how much the board is taking as it charges the battery. And that's really not going to do me any good. So I want to see only what the board is taking. And the way that I'm going to do that is by unplugging the battery. And I also accidentally unplugged the battery data cable, which was not my intention. So I'm just going to plug that back in over here. Are you essential? You better be essential. We only hire people who are essential here. Also, ew. I'm going to put this over here just for Erica to take a look at. Oh, wow. Oh, he's moving. Look, he's alive. This is for Erica to see. Look, Erica, he's moving. He's alive.
Where is that?
He was right inside this MacBook.
Ew.
Look, girl. Look, Erica. Isn't he cute?
No.
Here's what I'm going to do with him. Ready, Erica?
No, don't toss it to me. Seriously. Seriously, why are you doing that? Okay. Where's the alcohol?
I don't know. I threw him away. He's gone now.
You need alcohol.
It's over there. That was so cute.
That was not cute.
What makes Oreo cute and that not cute?
Well, Oreo is nice and furry.
That was nice and furry.
Meows.
That makes noise, you just can't hear it.
That was nice and furry?
Yeah.
You have a...
You have to look in the microscope to see his fur.
No, that was hairy feet.
See? Subjective. Anyway. So, what we're going to do here... Oh my god, there's another one. I really don't want to open this anymore. Oh God, there's another one. Oh God, there's eggs. Ew. 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 Oh, look at that. Look by the heatsink.
That's eggs?
I think it is.
That's not eggs.
What is it?
That's poop.
Fuck this.
Roach poop.
The fuck out of here. I'm not fixing this. Oh, there's another one. Oh. Erica, give me a garbage bag.
No, that one's dead.
I don't care. Give me a garbage bag,
You know
Erica.
what? I'm from Hawaii. I'm
Give
used
me
to
a
this
garbage
stuff.
bag.
There's a
I will
garbage bag right behind you.
No, I mean a new garbage bag.
New garbage. Why don't you just put in the old
Erica, give me a garbage bag.
one? I was gonna say put in the old one so I can take out the trash.
It's turning on. Oh. Fuck this. Fuck this. And fuck you for sending this to me. This is not a good day.
I am not squeamish of these little bugs.
Fine, let me throw them all on you.
Huh?
You want me to take? I'm gonna throw them all on you, one by one.
No, I don't want it throwing at me. Okay. Here. Didn't you say they were nice and cute? Huh? Weren't you the one who told me that?
They're cute when it's one.
Yeah, you know what? Roaches really like dark, humid, warm places. So it's not unusual that they would make a home inside of a
Put this back in slot. E16.
Computer.
E16. Yeah.
Okay. I'll tape it up too.
This is not my day. Die, roaches, die. God damn it. I was going to give you guys a board repair video. Wasn't meant to be. See y'all later. See y'all later.